Hey, Dennis Hall here with Learning Templates. Just thought I'd make a quick little throw together post, which is all this really is, simply explaining some code that LearnDash has posted. And I've seen people have this problem in the past where LearnDash has a post on their website, which is this in the LearnDash developers um, platform. However, the code example they give is missing a number of different parts that a lot of people think if they just copy and paste this, it'll just be, life will be good and they'll be able to do a little HTML changing, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. So essentially, here's what I've done to elaborate on this. What I've done is quite simply, I've created 4 tabs in a course. One tab is the original LearnDash downloads one, showing that. That's what you see. It's not actually the original one. What I've actually done is this. I've basically taken their code and elaborated on it a little bit. And I've explained that here I've explained the changes that I've made and what each part of this code does in order to be fully functional rather than the dysfunctional example they give, which again, it's not dysfunctional, it's just they don't tell you how to do the WordPress stuff. So basically what we do in advance is we first provide context. So we've got course, lesson, topic, and quiz. These are the 4 tab types that I'm making. In this case, I'm then getting whatever the post ID is for each of the ones that I want to apply this to. When I do the post ID, I'm in a course and that post ID is 123, then do this. I can then copy this and paste it below it at the same level, and then I can have, hey, if I'm in a course and post ID 123, or I'm in a course and I might be in post ID 456, then I can have different tab content. This is not the best way to do it because this is basically just piling up a bunch of if statements, and then what it's doing after that is every time a person visits a course post, it goes out and it looks for all of this stuff constantly. And if it does that, then it loads up all the different if statements that are in it. That's not at all efficient. So it would be best to write classes and create metaboxes and stuff like that and do it the proper WordPress way. But I'm not here to tell you how to do that. I'm here to tell you how to get through this instance of code that they've posted. That's all. That's it. That's all. So you'll get through the moment by doing this. And you'll be able to get through the moment whether you're in a course, lesson, topic, or quiz post. So the result of this is this. Let's go ahead and, so in the course, we've got the LearnDash downloads. In this particular case, I'm not using their downloads ID or their downloads identifier. I'm calling it carrots. You can call this whatever you want. And then I changed the label to download stuff, and I left their other stuff there. In the lesson, I then called that one pickles, and I just added that within there and put other stuff. Let's take a look at the lesson then. We'll go into the first lesson, and what you're going to see is that other stuff, as I've identified, other stuff is the label, and here's the list of other stuff in the lesson. So if we open that, we've got, here's the list of other stuff for the lesson. Pretty simple. Now if I go into, let's say, that lesson, let's take a look at what we get. So in that lesson, there's no tabs at all. And that's because the post ID of this lesson is not the same post ID as that lesson. So if we take a look at that, that's the part that where I'm saying if the post ID is the lesson equals the lesson ID, then show that. In this case, that post ID doesn't equal the ID that I'm looking for. Next, let's take a look at topics. So here I have two topics, where one topic matches a post ID. So in that particular case, if we go down to topics, I'm looking for example, post ID 345, and I'm calling that one carrots. So rather than call that, so this one you'll notice is also called carrots. So you can reuse the same IDs as long as you're not reusing them within the same context. So give them different IDs to be safe. So in this case, in the case of lessons, I use pickles. In the case of this one, of topics, I'm using carrots again, as long as I don't cross that threshold of different post types. So again, here's a list of topic stuff. And where are we? Here's a list of topic stuff. So then we move on to quizzes. Or let's go to the other topic, actually. And within the other topic, again, you'll notice it's not there because the post ID isn't the one that I'm applying it to. Let's go into the quizzes, and we'll take a look at that quiz. And if we take a look here, there's nothing in this quiz. That's because the quiz post ID I'm looking for might be 456, and that one isn't 456. Let's scroll down to where we have two quizzes, and let's see if it's in this one. Again, it's not. So let's see if it's in this one. It's not there either, so I need to find the quiz that it's in. Obviously, thought it might have been in this one. Let's see. So this one says quiz stuff. It matches the post ID I'm applying this change to. At the end of it all, we basically return that. Return means show it. That's what it means. Present it in the browser. Then we have 30 and 4, and these are the 30 can be, let's say, 99 if you want it to load late in the process. That's all I wanted to show you, but basically, again, not trying to show you how to be a proper coder, just trying to show you how to use the tool that LearnDash has provided you in this LearnDash developer code example. Okay? So what I've done that's different is I've added in some precursor information where I've applied context. I've given course IDs. Further down within the function itself, I've added in the different contexts. The context being the context being that we're identifying course ID, lesson, topic, and quiz. Those are the post types that we're looking for, and that's within that. And then the context itself being the post type: course, lesson, topic, quiz. As simple as that. And if you look at my code down up above, the context ID in each case is course, lesson, topic, quiz. And I've added this stuff into the LearnDash code because that's not what they've provided in their example. In their example, they've given you a little comment saying if this then that, and then they've actually put their stuff outside that loop, which, you know, it's fine for this example, but if you were just to copy and paste this, you'd wind up with nothing on your screen, or you'd wind up with an empty tab everywhere in your site. That's not what you want. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.